Hi, everybody. I'm Joby Smith here in Week 17 in Tampa Bay's Raymond James Stadium. Playoff implications on the line for the Buccaneers, who come in at 6-9, while actually the Panthers come in at 6-9, while the Buccaneers come in at 7-8. Obviously, the Panthers trying to win the NFC South, but they definitely need a victory under Coach Steve Wilkes, who's done a fabulous job. The last matchup in Charlotte, the Panthers won 21-3. Now, the Panthers coming with a very strong running game with Dante Foreman and Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a look.
We're here with Chuba Hubbard today. Happy to see you, man. And one of the guys that, as I was coming in and talking to, Thurman Thomas, was a guy that knows you well. Talk a little bit about Thurman Thomas, Barry Sanders, all those Oklahoma State, Ernest Anderson. You guys got a lot of great running backs.
I mean, I think people forget how many great running backs have come through OSU. Even as a lately, you know, Justice Hill, Chris Carson, guys like that. I mean, I might be one of the few to say it, but that's RBU to me. I mean, you just named a bunch of GOATs. So, but yeah, I mean, those are all great guys, not even just players, especially Thurman. I got to meet him one of my last years at OSU. Lot of energy, a lot of dancing and stuff. But
the same move. He's been doing the same move since back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. But great guy.
So talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Stillwater is one of those places that, you know, not a lot of people know about. I wore my boots today, and I just kind of thought about it.
Checking your boots. I was checking them. I was eyeing them. I didn't say nothing, but I was eyeing them.
But, you know, being from Texas and spending time in Oklahoma, where's your favorite spot there?
Stillwater is a great place. I mean, I didn't even know about Stillwater either till I got my offer, actually. But definitely a place that definitely grew on me and definitely became, you know, my second home. Yeah, me and Coach Gundy, obviously, we had a little turmoil ourselves in my last year, but, you know, that man gave me an opportunity, you know, to play football and take care of my family. So all respect for him.
Pay it forward now. You're here with the Panthers. You guys are running the ball a lot. Talk about the relationship with the offensive line and how running backs have to be really synergistic with O-linemen.
I mean, it's just the chemistry. It's just like QB and running back, QB and receiver, running back and O-line. I mean, the more times you run the ball, the more you know, okay, this guy's going to hang on this block a little longer. I know that's what he does, and he's going to come off late. And the more you run it, the more you just get on the same page with those things. And like you said, I mean, we're on the same page now. Little bumps in the road, but we're all good.
What was the hardest part for you as a running back coming into the league? Was it pass protection? Was it reading certain things?
I think it was, for me, just getting my feet in the ground and just relaxing. I feel that, you know, I had different spots I had to work on still. I'm trying to work on everything, but I didn't think there was one thing that triumphed over the other, but it was more so just being a complete back. I felt that I could do everything maybe decently, but I wanted to be able to do everything at an elite level, and that's what you got to do in the NFL, and I feel like I'm getting close.
Now, who is the funniest O-lineman? Icky. Which one makes you laugh when you think about it?
Cornbread. So he's definitely, his name says it all.
Okay.
And then Timo, he just hilarious to me. Timo is hilarious. And then who else?
Because the O-linemen are a different breed.
No,
I mean, you know
they
that.
different. I mean, they all funny to me, to be honest. But yeah, there is a different
breed. They quirky as all get out, and then they 5 or 6, 7 of them come together. It's always going to be something.
A bunch. I'll just say this: O-line is a bunch of big kids.
And now Coach Wilkes comes in, but it seems like guys are playing more collectively better.
I mean, the biggest thing is, you know, when you come to the NFL, you know, one thing you gotta learn is it's all about adapting. You're gonna get a new coach. You know, you might get traded. Injuries may happen. It's all about, you know, handling adversity. And this year, we've talked about it all year. Just what's next? Take that next step. How are we gonna get over this? And so, you know, that game that happened last week, that's nothing. We've been through a lot worse than that.
Sounds like from your background too, your mom didn't want you to play football.
Nah, it definitely took 10 plus times of asking, probably more, probably like 100. But we used to be with my grandpa, and I used to play with some kids down the road, and we'd play every day, and they played football. The dad was a coach, and they'd be like, yo, Chuba's so fast, come play football. My mom was like, nah, we good. He don't need no football. But I think like 2 years passed, probably after they asked like 50 times, she finally was like, okay, maybe we'll try it out. And I mean, went out and played. I was holding the ball like a grenade or something. But yeah, after that, the rest is history.
Well, and now, do you ever say, "Hey, Mom, remember you almost didn't want me to do
No,
this"?
she still says it now. She loves football. She loves that I play football, but she's like, as soon as you want to stop taking those hits, just let me know. So.
Well, I guess the other thing too is, what's the difference between your on-field persona versus your off-field persona?
I mean, on the field, I'm just all football.
Yeah. Explosive.
Yeah, that's all I'm
ready to
thinking
run
about.
through. Yep.
Just winning, being the man next to me, being the best I can be, and helping my team win. I'm just locked in. I feel like that's when I'm most myself, is when I'm on the field. Then off the field, I mean, just a calm, cool, collected guy. Don't really say too much, like joking around a little bit, but pretty vanilla. I'm not anything too crazy.
I bet you there's not a lot of pro football players. They'll see it when you go back home.
No, I mean, definitely here I'm an NFL player, definitely, but back home, I'm an NFL player, like exclamation points at the end of it. So I had a camp this off season. I brought some guys back that play in the NFL, and for those kids to be able to see NFL players, it was like a dream come true. That's something as a kid for me, I could only wish to have. So for them to get coaching and mentorship and stuff like that, it was definitely a special moment.
Favorite movie during the Christmas holiday season?
A favorite movie during the Grinch.
Okay. Worst Christmas gift you've ever gotten?
All my gifts is good. I'm just blessed to even get one. So any gift I got, thank you.
Music on the Apple Music or Spotify right now? What you booming?
I'm not gonna lie, I rock with Tidal, Jay-Z. He know where I'm at.
Okay. And best singer on the Panther squad besides you?
So yeah, me first. And then
before you answer, what do you sing, and can you give us a little taste of it?
I was lying. Only in the shower.
I was gonna say, okay.
No,
all right. Well, you scored.
All right.
Good. Man, appreciate you sitting down with us. Yeah, appreciate you sitting down with us.
I appreciate you.
Now, down the stretch of the season, the Carolina Panthers defense has been formidable. They've certainly done a great job under Coach Steve Wilkes, and they've got to keep doing that if they want to sustain themselves and make a run for the playoffs. Of course, Brian Burns selected for another Pro Bowl this season. He's done a fabulous job up front, and that's the kind of pressure that they're going to have to keep on Tom Brady, whose offense has struggled as of late. Let's check in with Antonio Ramos.
Playoffs starts today for the Carolina Panthers, a must-win game in Tampa Bay for the first seed in the NFC South. Carolina is coming from a record-breaking game against the Lions. They have to keep the momentum alive in a game they can't afford to lose. Pounding the ball efficiently has been key for the Panthers recently. Great offensive line play. We have to give credit to Coach Campen for what he's doing with this group. Not only opening gaps for the Foreman and Hubbard tandem, they are giving Sam enough time to find his receivers. Darnold has the 4th highest passer rating in the month of December in the entire NFL. We have praised a lot this running game, but we have to give Sam some credit doing crucial throws and not turning the ball over. He has a 3-1 record with 0 interceptions and no fumbles. You gotta keep protecting the ball against the Buccaneers defense that's ranked number 2 in turnovers created. Bucs cornerback Carlton Davis is doubtful with a shoulder injury. Jamel Dean as well is battling a bad toe, but looks like he will play. Look for not only DJ Moore but Terrace Marshall as well to step up in this game offensively. What we can say about Tampa Bay: they have the worst running game in the NFL, averaging only 77 yards per game and 3.3 yards per carry. Leonard Fournette, Rashad White are not helping Tom Brady at all. Of course, they've had a ton of injuries in that offensive line. Backup left tackle Josh Wells suffered a season-ending knee injury last week, but looks like veteran Donovan Smith will play in that position today after missing a couple of games this season. Carolina's pass rush needs to put his hands on Tom Brady. Don't give him time to release the football. Of course, he's a master in quick releases. He's probably going to look a lot to Keith Taylor's side of the field. As we know, J.C. Horn is out at least 10 or 15 days with a wrist fracture. And Carolina has a very thin depth at the cornerback position. Don't expect Josh Norman to have too many reps, too many snaps today. He's going to be on a pitch count. Tom Brady's numbers might not scare you guys nowadays, but this year he's still the best to do it in the 2-minute drill. Brady looks like he takes control of everything. He's ranked first in pass yards, touchdown and interception ratio, third down percentage, and first down in those 2-minute drill situations. This is an elimination game for both teams, and those are the kind of games that Brady loves to play in. I trust the Panthers in this one. If they stay disciplined, executing on third downs, put pressure on Brady, and don't turn the ball over, and we could be talking about potentially hosting a playoff game in the Queen City.
Thanks a lot, Antonio. Great piece. Of course, we have to check our 3 keys to the game coming up for the Panthers. They have to keep consistent pressure on Brady at all times, control the time of possession, and also give Sam Darnold time to connect with his playmakers like DJ Moore. Now, finally, we'd like to give a big shout-out to the guys back in Charlotte at Little Hardware. They're doing a great job. And again, congrats to big defensive star Brian Burns on his Pro Bowl selection. Brian has had an outstanding season. We're going to need a great effort from him today. Now we're set for the big battle here in Tampa, Florida, Week 17. Buccaneers on the road against Buccaneers hosting the Panthers on the road here. Is going to be a spectacular game. And stay with us for the post-game show.